COVID-19, why you do this to me? I really don't like being stuck in quarantine. I have no toilet paper, I don't even have a snack. Hey, coronavirus, I want my life back.
I'm doing well, my friend. Thank you for having me back on again. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. Trust the Fiend is an organization I created 10 years ago by walking into my community because I know there was a need for our young youth who weren't getting the opportunities that they wanted. So each night I would walk the community and tell kids that I would change their lives. And I did it for almost a month and a half. And when I looked for a location to do it, 15 youth walked into my life. And that's where Trust 15 started. It was started to be a leadership program to encourage the kids to be the best they want to be and bring in amazing role models to come in and show them what they need to do to achieve their life. Mm. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Well, you know what? I'm grateful for the beautiful day and a great opportunity that I had to be with my family and to speak to some of them who weren't able to speak to me before. So I'm very grateful for that today, that my family is alive. I'm grateful that it's sunny outside and I'm able to enjoy each day. Hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, that would be great. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, they said they only can hear me. Hi, everyone. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Pardon me? Okay.
So now, hopefully, people can hear me as well.
Okay.
There's going to be a slight delay.
Okay.
All right, can everybody hear both of us now?
Phantom. There we go. There we go. Okay, you can take me off speaker now. Parker fixed it. Parker fixed this. Amazing what duct tape can do. Can you hear me all right?
You.
Okay. Phew.
I can turn off my phone now.
Good Lord. Okay, you know what, Parker? Run the intro again. Forget this. We are starting over, my friends.
Okay.
No, not this part. This is the boring part. Go forward. Well, now you've gone too far. Go back. No, right there. Okay, everybody sing. COVID-19, why you do this to me? Come on, everybody. Show number 86. Are you kidding me? The coronavirus. I want my life back. Yeah, we're doing a Trust 15 update today. So, folks, just pretend the last 6 minutes did not happen. Welcome. Isolators, welcome to your Sunday night. Welcome to my hell. And Marcia Brown, you already saw her. You didn't hear me call her the wrong name earlier, so that's good. Marcia is with me from Trust 15, this incredible organization. It's a little organization in a little part of Toronto, in a little part of Canada, that Marcia is changing the world. And if we all changed our little corners of the world, what a world it would be. So Marcia, once again, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on again. I'm so excited to be back again.
Remind everybody else what Trust 15 is.
Well, Trust 15 was created 10 years ago by me walking in the community of Etobicoke. I realized there was a lot that was going on, that kids weren't being motivated. So I photocopied 250 flyers, and each night after work, I would walk the community and tell kids I would change their life. I did this almost for a month and a half, and then I found a location, and I waited, and 15 kids walked into my life. And that was the best 3-hour session you can ever imagine. And during that time, that program continued to grow to this day by bringing in great role models, including you, Kevin, who have came and talked to my Men of Distinction. I have Men of Distinction, Ladies on the Rise, Girls on the Rise, and Boys of Excellence. And we also have a STEM program that we started this year.
A what program?
A STEM program.
Oh, the STEM program. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And
started this year. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and you know what? And that is incredible. For those who don't know, it's for science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yes.
And especially aimed at young ladies as well, because sadly they didn't have as much an interest as would be great.
I know, but now they are showing a lot of interest right now. The facilitators that I have who are participating and helping these young kids, they're excited to be there once a week to get the opportunity to learn, and it's going very well. Sorry about the coronavirus happening, but you know what? But before, they were having a wonderful time.
Now, let's bring people up to date. You were here, when were you on, Wednesday?
Yes, it was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. And at that point, I just asked everybody, give $15 to Trust 15. Just go to trust15.com and just hit the donate button. And all you do is just give $15. And how did we do?
$1,800.22.
Yeah. Those are the isolators. Those are the isolators. And it's going to go a long way. So tonight what we have is we have a chance. And if you want to donate again, please, I would encourage you, because that's what we're talking about tonight, is what that money can be used for.
Can I say something, Kevin?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank everyone. Thank you for donating to Trust. I was very blessed to see the money that's coming in. You know it's going to go towards the youth, and they're going to be very grateful when they see this. Then I can do much more with them. So I thank you. I really do.
And Trust 15, I mean, that money is not going to go anywhere else, right?
It's going to go towards the kids in the program.
Yeah.
And that's where it's going to go. And, you know, you will see the results by it, because, you know, I'm going to be updating a lot of more pictures and what we're going to be doing. So you get to see what I do with the money. And that's what I love to do. I love to share what people have done for our youth in Etobicoke.
So as we're speaking, folks, if you have not donated or you feel like donating more, please go to trust15.com right now and hit the donate button. It's very simple. Like I say, $15. It's very doable. And then come back and put it on here. We'll put it on the air and say that you donated, just like we did last time. So why we have asked Marcia back is she was in the midst of getting shopping lists, or getting wish lists, I guess, from your kids.
Yes.
What were sort of the criteria in asking them? What did you ask them to do?
So what I did after we had our conversation, I have over 245 youth in my program, right? And they're all set up on my WhatsApp group. So for me to reach out to them more. So what I did a little video, and I told them, you know, I was with Kevin Frankish, and a lot of them know him. And I said to him, this is a great opportunity. People are knowing who you are. So this will be a good opportunity to tell me what you want, what you really need to help you. You know, we're going through a hard time right now. We're all stuck in the house. So tell me what Mrs. Brown can do for you, so I can share it with Kevin, and Kevin can share it with all his friends who are watching. Yeah. So as you can see, I told them they only had till Friday till 5 p.m. to get everything to me, and they did. And I'm very, very grateful that they sent the list.
Now, there is a lot of things here. Yes. And folks, I want to emphasize something that I talked to you about before. We're not looking for secondhand stuff, okay? Yes. I mean, yes, it's wonderful to make sure that things are recycled, and that these kids have had a lifetime of secondhand stuff.
They did. And it's time for them to be, rewarded with the best.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
no, please, please.
These kids have done very, when you see the community that I live in, it's a beautiful community, right? But you don't know what's behind closed doors. You don't know what goes on. And sometimes it's very difficult for them to share anything with anybody, but they trust me and they will tell me what they needed. Now, if you see the list that I sent you, Kevin, when I asked them, they weren't shy to ask, say to me, here, Mrs. Brown, this is what I need because of the trust. So I want to make sure that they get the best of everything. The same way that you would give the best for your children, I would like to see this for the use of Trust 15.
Let's go through a few things. Like I said, I don't know if anybody out there can help us out. I'm leaving it to my viewers to come up with some ideas here.
Exactly.
Like what can we do? Belinda says she's going to donate right now. That's wonderful.
Thank you, Belinda.
But if people have connections to companies, if people have connections to some of these items, now I'm not going to go through all of these things. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing, and you've got that list, and you're going to be using that money towards trying to fulfill a lot of this list.
Yeah, I am.
So this is something. Let me see. I'm going to try and find a simple one to. Or tell you what. Why don't you read off one to me?
Kevin, I would have to pull it out because I did not print it out.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, no, I've got it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So here is somebody who just wants a bike tire pump, house necessities, Xbox controller, Adidas shoes size 12, perfume hair products, toothpaste, Adidas tracksuit, one Tribute space stick. I'm not going to pretend I know what a Tribute space stick is.
You have to figure that out too.
Oh, sorry. A deodorant, a Microsoft gift card, Xbox gift card. Thank you for this opportunity. I was discussing it with my mother. Like pump, any Xbox, Adidas shoes. Oh my gosh, this would be really doable. So I don't know what folks can help me out with. There was one here, and these are now iPhone or any iPhone 11 or any other cell phone, an HP 15.6-inch touchscreen laptop, king size bed frame and mattress, dresser, bedside lamp, mirror, television. These are things obviously that someone is doing without right now.
Absolutely, yeah.
Television, computer desk, and chair. Adidas and Puma sneakers, size 9. There's a lot of call for shoes.
Yeah, a lot. They're growing.
Yeah.
These kids are growing. And most of them were supposed to get summer jobs this year, and they can't leave because I agree. Parents don't want their children to be out. There's no stores open. So they're looking. I told them, tell me what you really need. Like one parent called me and she said, would it be embarrassing to ask for gift cards for food? I go, absolutely not. You put it on the list. And I made sure that everyone knew on WhatsApp that I'm going to be sharing this with Kevin and with the guests, and they were okay with that. That's the trust right there because I told them this is what I'm going to do. They're okay with it. So they want to let people know what they need. And, I'm so grateful. When I was looking at the list last night and I said, my goodness, these are the things that I could buy for my children, my husband and I, without even thinking twice. But for some of these parents, it's very difficult. I know one parent said in there, there's a long time I wanted to give him I think it was one of those games, but you had to choose between buying food or getting this game. And I understand that. So for her, a lot of people were so grateful for this list for me to send out to everyone. These are amazing kids and it's a good program. And, I've been doing this for 10 years and everyone stays. Everyone knows that I have their back and they know the people that I bring in will have their back also. So I'm grateful that they allow me into their life and they allow me to share what they really need.
Lisa just says, can you set up a gift registry?
Oh,
never thought about that. I mean, I think a place that would be, that comes to mind is Walmart, just because, if you were going to go to Bed Bath & Beyond or something like that, they specialize in only, one kind of thing that people want, but Walmart would have maybe all these. Does Walmart do gift registries? And if that's the case,
I should check it.
Yeah, if that's the case, then we could come back on and just say, okay, let's take a look at some of the things in our gift registry and let's see who has gotten something and who still needs something.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Does anybody know anything about Walmart and gift registries and how something like that would do? Trying to find, we need solutions, right?
Yes, we do. We do. I need a lot of help. If anyone can come and show me what I can do to make this happen for the young people, I am really grateful for that.
That's okay. I'm glad you brought that up
Mm.
because I introduced you to a friend of mine. I guess it was it last year.
Last year.
Last year,
Mm.
and he specializes in putting on galas to
Mhm.
raise money.
Yes.
And I introduced him to you. You talked to him, and he gave you some ideas. So you're
Mm.
being mentored as well. So what
Absolutely.
what kind of things would you like to get yourself mentored on? And let's see if we have any experts who would like to come and chat with you, even if it's on the phone.
That is thank you for saying that. You know what I would love to get help out to understand how I can reach more people and share what I'm doing so more people can come and see what Trust 15 is all about. How we can do some kind of advertisement or advertisement about Trust 15. I've done a report. If anybody's interested, it's a beautiful report that shares what I've done in the program. If anybody would love to help me with that so we can reach more people on it, I would be really grateful for it. More people who can help, the more better we can do for our community.
Okay, so is there any one of my viewers right now who is an expert at advertising, social media, getting the word out, and just sort of, you know what, just letting people know? And if that's the case, now you can get in touch with Marcia very easily as well.
Yes.
So Marcia, someone's saying, give me your home address. I can bring gift cards tomorrow. I'll tell you what, I'll put you in touch.
Mhm.
I'm going to give you Marcia's email address. You're okay with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So what is your email address again?
It's Marcia, Marcia dot Brown, Brown, at trust15.com.
So that's Marcia
Mhm.
dot Brown
Yes.
at
At
Trust
trust
15. No,
yeah.
no, go back.
TRUST.
Yep.
Yeah.
And .com. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Just want to make sure we have that. So, I want you to deal directly with Marcia.
Thank you.
I know this is kind of an unusual show. This is not scripted, and there's no plan here, honestly. But you can have all the bells and whistles you want, but if you don't have any solutions, then it doesn't mean anything. So, is there anyone? Oh, someone was saying Canadian Tire as well, and that would be another great place.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I will reach out to
as
them.
as well as far as the gift registry. So
Mhm.
again, so this is not the last time you're on, okay?
Okay. All
So
right.
we're doing this and we're moving forward
Mhm.
because there are some things that a calculator, notebooks, glue, large pink hoodie, pink lipstick, nail polish, Olay bar of soap. We're talking about bars of soap.
Yep.
No one should be putting that on a wish list.
I know, but they are. They are. And you have to understand we all have our pride and they would hide and not say anything. It breaks my heart sometimes when I have the opportunity to go into their homes and I get to see the environment they live in. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people live in one, they have great, things are
Yeah.
well, some of them, but some are not. And, how can I walk out of that home, come to my beautiful home that my husband provided for me and his children, and not do anything about it? Right? I can't, right? Because these kids should get the same opportunity. It's not their fault that they can't get certain things. The parents, they're working two jobs, trying to do ends meet, and it's so difficult. And this is why I will go out of my way to make sure I bring the best to these kids, bring in great role models that no one would ever dream of ever having in their lives because they need.
Okay, so here's one. A headset with a mic. This is from a young gentleman. Headset
Yes.
with a mic, cologne, size 11 running shoes, a basketball, an Xbox gift card, and towels. Then my mom would like measuring cups, baking pans, and a blender. And then it says, this one's a bit far-fetched, but a TV or an Xbox One would be very much appreciated. So yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing that these are doable things.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Um, let me just see. School supplies, flip-flops, food supplies, toiletries. So here's somebody who has 3 kids. Sorry. Yeah, 3 kids, I believe. A boy, Adidas or Nike shoes, size 16. Pants, short size. More pants, sweatpants, hat, T-shirts, polo shirts, backpack, socks, sandals. These are things that you need for the summer. These are things just to go outside.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Look at the list of stuff. Like I was even looking at it and wondering, oh my goodness, if I could, I'd just get it right now for them because it's just basic things that you need. There's a mother on the list there that I told her if I don't mind sharing is that, times are hard. Her hours are cut. She's still on layoff, right? And she's just asking for a gift card so she can feed her family. It's heartbreaking sometimes. I have to keep on I'm so happy all the time for them, but deep down inside, it does hurt me that I can be living quite well and doing well for myself, but they're not. And they're just down the road from me. Mm-hmm. They're just down the road.
Lori just says, Kevin and Marcia, I'm donating $100 right now. I mean, that's obviously, thank you, Lori. And that is, of course, cash talks, right? Cash is king. And I think you can probably do more with cash than we could, making that stretch. But here's one, 4-bedroom house. Now, I know that seems to be asking a lot, but listen, desperately in need of my own place for me and my 2 daughters to live. An entry accounting job or an office job or a packer at a bakery would be nice. So this is a mom who's trying to do the best for her family. Mm-hmm. And she's not asking for a handout. She's looking for a job.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
she called me and asked me if she could put that on the list, and I go, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of phones on here, a lot of phones, and there's some people who've done it without a phone for a year or 2. That someone has said, okay, I could not do without a phone. I could not do without the phone for an hour, let alone a year or 2. Rose said that she donated $115 this week, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
What was the address for the gift cards? Oh, okay. So, Carmen, what you can do is contact Marcia. Her email is marcia.brown@trust15.com. marcia.brown@trust15.com. You contact her. I want people to contact her who have an in maybe with a company. Maybe they know of some jobs for people. Even for students, because a lot of the students are not going to be able to get their summer jobs this year.
Nope, they're not. They're not. A lot of them will not be. I've talked to them. The parents said, no, they're all going to be at home. They're not going to allow them to be out because the coronavirus is very, very high in the Etobicoke area right now. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't know that. I know it's spreading all over, but it's extremely high in this area. And I had to send a list to all the parents from the city showing them how very high it is. And because of that, they have made a decision that they will stay at home. Like they'll go out in certain places, but they are going to be very, very careful. So this is where I educate my community also. You and me, Kevin, I didn't even know that. I knew there was a list, but I didn't really look on the list until someone gave me the list. So I had to share it with everyone else to let them know what's been really going on in this community.
And if you, let's say you're some muckety muck, that you are, you're an airline pilot, or you are, you know what? I kind of want to see from my viewers right now. Please get ready to comment. Tell me what your occupation is, please. Everybody, just tell me what your occupation is, and start sending that in message. Now, it takes about 45 seconds or so for me to start getting the first responses to that. So I want to know. Deborah's asking where to donate. Trust15.com. Very simple. Trust15.com. So what are your occupations? And the reason I'm asking this is sometimes just giving of your time to try and mentor someone is worth its weight in gold.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Cindy is a fundraiser.
Oh.
Okay, Cindy, I need you to email marcia.brown at trust15.com, please. What else? I work in a bakery. Patricia. Okay. Deborah's a poet. And you know what, Deborah?
Wow.
If you're serious about being a poet, you know what? When stories are told, That's really important. So get in touch with Marcia. Is there something you can do to mentor someone
That will
about?
be something, yeah, we can do for the summer because I'm doing a lot of programs online with the youth because we will not be able to meet. So I'm going to do everything on Zoom. So a poet, this will be something you can do with the young kids in the program, something that maybe able to get them to speak out how they're feeling, and then you can lead them in that discussion. That would be wonderful if you could do that.
Office manager. Let me see, what else do we have? Uh, Orientation and mobility specialist for the blind and visually impaired.
Wow.
They could mentor some kids about helping out those who are visually impaired in the near future.
Hmm.
I can help create resumes. Okay, Marcia.brown@trust15.com. I want you to send her an email and say, listen, what can I do about resumes?
Yes.
Let me see. I'm home 24/7 on long-term disability. Let me know how I can help. I clean homes for people on my own. So once again, marcia.brown@trust15.com. What can you offer? What can you offer her and these kids? And she will help you back. We're going to look into different registries maybe that we could set up.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Whether
We got to do. Hmm.
Walmart or through Canadian Tire or something like that, where it's it's a one-stop shopping kind of thing. We're not going to be able to fulfill everything on this list, but there are some things that we could do very, very easily.
Hmm.
So we're going to combine these, and we're going to collate them, and whatever
Hmm.
else is you do with with things. Let me go through some other things. A fan. Okay, I will appreciate if I can get a fan. The weather is getting hot. I cannot afford air conditioning, and my
Yeah.
apartment does not have it. A fan.
Yeah. Remember, they can't leave their homes, so there's
Yeah.
no air conditioning in some homes. So that I saw, I said, I'm going to reach out to people. If you can donate a fan, that would be really appreciated. This weather is going to be a hot summer this year, right? So that would be really appreciated for them.
Some toiletries and disinfectant cleaning supplies. That's a mother. A
Yeah.
fan.
Hmm.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see. 10 years old, 12-year-old. Outdoor toys. The kids have been indoors. Okay. All right. This is mine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This one here. I'll tell you who it is later,
Okay.
and I'll get that stuff tomorrow. Okay. That's easy enough to get.
Okay. Thank you.
I can try my best to put some of these lists together if anybody else can help. Amazon Amazon CA has a gift card registry. Oh, we've got some work to do, Marcy. I'm trying to find a gift registry place.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. I know how I'm giving you more work. Do you love that?
Yeah. I'll be sitting here tomorrow, but it's okay. That's what I do. Anything in my community, anything.
Okay. Well, so I've got this. I will put together some lists, and I'm going to put them out there. And I'm going to see if someone wants to grab a list. If they think they can fill that list, that's great. If you can't, then let's see what we can do about filling some things on the list. These are not handouts.
Yeah.
This is not just a matter of we're handing something to someone so they can just live the life of Riley and put their feet up and not do anything.
Yeah.
If a person doesn't have their own self-respect and their own self-dignity to leave their house because they don't have deodorant, then that goes a long way. The Bay has a registry, says Pam as well. Then might be able to help you with the fan, says Belinda. Can we mail you gift cards, Rose? Yes, you can mail gift cards.
Hmm.
So the best way to do that is to email Marcia, and she can decide what the best way is. I mean, I don't want to give out your address because
No.
half my
Yeah.
half my viewers are very questionable. No, they're not. No, they're not. But again, there's still privacy. So marcia.brown@trust15.com, and she will find a way for you to do that. I like the Amazon gift card idea is
That's
good as
that.
well.
Mhm.
So there's okay. So I've got this list. I'm going to try and put together some of these lists, and I'm gonna put them out there and see if someone can help. Because what have you got? How many lists did you get? Do you recall? I've got 20 pages,
Yes.
but some of them are doubled.
Oh, they were double. So
No,
I
no,
was
no.
just putting them. Yes.
No,
Okay.
some of them have other people's on it. So, I mean, there's about 20 less.
Okay.
So we can do that. Let me see. Running shoes, size 9. T-shirt, medium. School supplies. Laptop. Black author books. Laptop. Camera. Black author books, the second time. I'm not sure. Maybe she has more than one child. Gift cards. Thank you. So, yeah. And shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes. I'm not looking for $500 pairs of shoes, but I'm also not looking for $50 pair of shoes.
Exactly. We want proper shoes for these young kids. Remember, there are kids that have pride also, and they
Yeah.
would like to wear something with respect, right? And when I saw the list of a lot of them wanting shoes, I called some of the parents and go, what's really going on? Marcia, they're growing up so fast, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I have this to pay. I got that to pay. And then my child says he needs a pair of shoes, and he does. And I said, don't worry about it. Just put it on the list.
Yeah.
We're going to try our best. Just put it on the list.
It's like
No.
Santa Claus in June, my friends.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what we can do. And you know what? Don't expect any thanks for this, okay? We're doing this because we're helping fellow human beings. And we hope one day, if we need help, that our fellow human beings will be there to help us. So this is what we do as a community, right?
Exactly.
Is we help each other. Okay. So someone was just saying, can we use the mailing address on the Trust 15 website? Do you recall what that one is?
Oh, geez. I'm going to.
Just to make sure it's.
Can you just put it on the thing? I can see it. Post it. What address is there, and I'll see if it's the right one. I just want to make sure.
What someone was just saying. What's the address on the Trust 15 website?
I can't pull it.
If someone wants to put that on for me, what's the address on the Trust 15 website? Oh, Parker's looking it up right now.
Okay, thank you.
So trust15.com. Oh, hold on. Is there is it in contacts or mailing address? Oh, 5230 Finch Avenue West.
Yes. Okay, send it there.
Send it there. All right.
Yes.
So 5230 Finch Avenue West.
So I should let everybody know, 5230 Finch Avenue West, the Toronto Police Service donated an office for me for free to use, right? Because I'm right in the community. So when you do send it out, you go Toronto Police Service, you put Trust 15, right? Care Marcia Brown, and then the address. And then it will go directly to me.
Okay, so Toronto Police Service, 5230, attention, Marcia Brown.
Trust 15.
Trust 15.
Yeah, and then you put the address, 5230 Finch Avenue West,
Yep.
and it will go directly to me.
Okay. Alexa, what is the postal code for 5230 Finch Avenue West in Toronto?
I know it, M9V0A1.
M9V?
OA1.
OA1.
Yes.
Okay. So here we go. I'll just hand that over to Parker, and he will type it up. All right. Let's see what else people are saying. Donated money, yes. Deborah is saying donated money is the best way to go. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because, Marcia has all sorts of tricks up her sleeve about making $1 worth $2 when she goes places. Okay, that's what she does. You will notice after you have been with Marcia that your arm sometimes is behind your back because, but you do it willingly. Like she's amazing. She's amazing, but she makes that dollar go much further. So here we go. Toronto Police Services, attention Marcia Brown, 5230 Finch Avenue West, Toronto, Ontario, M9V OA1.
Yes.
I'm going to put together something and work on it for these lists for tomorrow. There are so many groups, there's so many organizations, there are other neighborhoods that need help in Toronto as well.
Yes.
Like I say, we're gonna work on this corner right now. That's what we're gonna do. Marcia is working on her corner of the world. We're gonna help Marcia because Marcia's been doing this alone for so long. Well, sort of alone. You have a lot of people that help you. Do you want to give any shout outs to people? And I know that the coppers up at 23 Division have always been a very big help, no matter what their animosity between police and the community. There are a number of officers at 23 Division
There is a number of, we have around 5 officers who have dedicated their time by working with me in the program. And be honest with you, it took a while for the youth to trust them in my community. You have to understand that. But when they show the other side of who they are, yes, they have a job to do, but at the same time, they're showing respect for these young youths. And that's all they need. And I'm very grateful for the 5 of them who have donated their time. I wish I can call it a name, but sometimes they don't like me to, but it's okay. But I want to call out something. I have Angela Ingrid, Margaret Brown, my husband Leroy, who have dedicated from day one, Charmaine Simon, who have come after work each week to be with these youths and even pick up the phone and call them to see what they're doing. They realize that I do a lot on my own, but now I'm getting a lot of people who are coming on board and helping. And guess what? No one has ever left. They always stay. When I have a couple of them going for job interviews, you know what they always ask them to do, Kevin? They always ask them, listen, I don't mind getting this job, but can you give me Wednesday off at a certain time or Tuesday? And they go, why? Well, I'm dedicating my time to a group of young kids called Trust 15. And they'll keep saying, what is this Trust 15? And then, well, let me share what Marcia has done. And they bring up the website. And guess what? The person will get the job and also get the time out to come and volunteer their time with the youth. And that means a lot. So a lot of them have been with me for almost 8 years, right? And because of people who they work for. And I'd like to thank those employers who've given them the time to come out and work with these kids because they need them. And it means a lot to me. So I thank them.
And for Marcia as well, you need every once in a while a bit of relief because you work 24/7, 365.
Yes, I don't stop. And people can thinking that, oh, Marcia, no, I don't. I'm home today and I had to run out with my husband to do a few things, but we came back. The phone is ringing. Mrs. Brown, I got to talk to you. I forgot to hand in my list. Send it in. Miss, I'm dealing with this. We talk. I don't stop, and it's not like I look at my phone and say, you know what? Oh, here comes another kid. I'll talk to them on Monday. No, I pick up the phone. You never know what they need. Right? Sometimes they just want to talk to you. They just want to say, Miss, what are you doing? Well, I'm just sitting here cooking for my family. Okay. They just want to hear someone's voice, and I don't mind doing that. And now they trust me so much that the other facilitators they're calling too, and that means a lot too for me too. But I don't stop. I'll be honest with you. I'll sit at my dining room table because of the coronavirus and try to reach out to so many people. I sent out a report, and I'm hoping if anybody's interested, I'll send it out to you, an overview of what Trust 15 is about, who I am, what I have done. And I literally, for the first time, I'm sharing everything about me, why I did it, and a lot of testimonies from the youth who have been part of the program. So if anyone is interested, I will send it to you because I love to share what I do.
So once again, trust15.com. Very simple. Marcia Brown at 23 Division and in care of Trust 15. Marcia.brown at trust15.com is the email address. It's time to stop paying lip service to things and put our actions there. So we've got all this stuff. We're hiding behind it right now. That's fine. Because all this stuff here is more important. So, Marcia, let's just keep the momentum going. I know that my viewers are really into doing what they can do. Some of them are having tough times too, but they want to do something. They want to do something. So what we'll do is we'll regroup.
Okay.
And in a few days we'll get back together and we'll figure out what we've done.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
And we're going to work on this corner of our world. Yes.
And I'd like to thank everyone who's listening for this broadcast with Kevin and myself. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. I do a lot for everyone, and now I'm really going out there and speaking more about it. And I'd like to thank you, Kevin, for giving me this opportunity, to give me my voice so I can share with everyone what I do, why I do it. And thank you for believing in my heart, because my heart speaks to why I love this community and why I love these kids. Remember, we're all getting older right now, and we have to prepare our next generation of youth to take over. And I'm going to be telling you, I'm going to be so proud when I reach a certain age and I look in the newspaper and I see this boy is a lawyer or a judge or whatever, because people like you and many people who volunteered their time had made a difference for these youth.
What are some of the youth now? So when we look back at how long has Trust 15 been?
Almost 9.5 years now.
So let's go back 9 years or so. What's happened to some of the kids?
Well, I can tell you right now, one of them named Pablo has graduated from Loyer from Business Administration program and working for a business firm right now. So he's doing well. Samuel has graduated he did his bar exam, so he's passed to be a lawyer, and I'm very, very happy with them. One couple of my kids are who weren't able to go to university, not that they didn't want to, they've just been saving money, are working in organizations right now so they can get money go back to school. So there's a lot, I can give you a list of a lot of kids. Some of them are, I have Kwaku, who's gone to Ryerson University, who's graduated from media production, and Jessica, the same thing. And you know why they're doing so well? One thing they keep telling me, Miss, I always wanted to do, engineering or media but you always brought in someone that I can speak to, who can tell me what their life is and telling me the path that I need to go to get there. And because of that, that's why I'm doing it. And when Samuel was I knew him from one of the schools. He was like all over the place. And I brought in Justice Donald McLeod to speak to him. And all of a sudden, something just changed into this boy. And he said, because of Donald, this is why I'm going to law school. And you know what I'm saying? So it brings joy to me that these kids they always tell me thank you and I'm grateful. But I like to thank everyone who's given their time for these young youths. They had a story to tell them and they were able to hear it. And now they know where to go in their life. School is great. The teachers are doing a wonderful job, but they have a curriculum to follow. Right? There's so much that they can do. And this is where I come in and fill in the missing pieces for these youth in this community. And this is why I will go out of my way to bring anybody to the program. Trust me, if I can get Sophie Trudeau, if I can get Tracy Moore, if I can get, my list is long,
Yeah.
different people to come and meet these kids, I must be doing something right. And it's working. It's not an easy job. I'm not going to lie. There's some days, but you know what? I never give up.
No.
Because I just have to look at one of their faces and know that is why I have to do this work. This is what God has me here to do.
Oh, I know Leroy's around, but I love you.
I love you too, my friend.
This is really amazing, and I think too and this is what I try to emphasize when it comes to mental health, and that I've done this since day one, is sometimes helping other people gives you that feeling of gratitude and feeling like, you know what, my problems aren't the same as maybe somebody else's, and if I can help them, it comes back.
It does.
Karma comes back. It really does. So.
And I'm just happy to see them. I know some people keep saying, Miss, you need to take a vacation. I said, don't worry about it. I have my backyard. I'll sit back there when I need to. But just to see someone happy, and my husband worked very hard for his family and made sure that his 2 kids did very well. Okay. How can I sit here and live in a community that needs a lot of support and just walk in my home and say, you know what, I can't bother. My family's okay. I can't do that. I can't. If a child is hungry, trust me, I have put myself into debt, right, by doing this organization. And it was hard to tell my husband, oh, I'm in debt. But eventually he realized that I wasn't doing it for recognition. I was doing it for the community and the people who needed the help. And because of that support, he has still been with me to help me and many other people. So I'm not going to stop until there is a change for this community. And I will not, my voice is here now. My voice is here to make sure that everyone hears my voice and hears my story. And I want one day that these kids can come and tell their testimony, why this program means so much to them and why their lives have changed. I already have them writing reports about it, and it's very touching. And I'm hoping one day I can share it with everyone.
Yeah. Give a man a fish and feed him for a week. Teach a man to fish and feed him for life. So it's so very true. Marcia, just one last question, and it deals with, of course, what's in the news everywhere, and that is people standing up to racism. What impact is this having, especially on your younger kids?
It's been very difficult.
And I'm not looking for an opinion. Okay, I'm not looking for an opinion here. I'm not looking for we need to do this, we need to do that. But
you just want to know how.
I want to know how it is impacting their mental health and well-being to see this going on, in many cases, knowing it's happening and have been frustrated for so many years, that it all comes now to the forefront. So I don't want to try and make you say something
No, no,
controversial.
no, I'm not. I'm just trying to be very careful when I say this. For my younger ones, they still don't understand it. The parents are trying to talk to them and make them understand what is really going on. My high school kids, they understand, especially my men. Some of them will tell me, Miss, I've seen it. Sometimes I feel it when I'm in school with certain teachers, but I never had an opportunity to say anything about it. And I will tell them, well, now you have a voice. People are going to be listening. We are struggling. I struggle with it, especially seeing Floyd, the one who died. All I could see was, and I'm not saying everyone is bad. I was just seeing when he called his mother's name, it was very difficult for me as a mother. It was very difficult for me to see that. I'm looking at all the kids that I have, and I hope this never happens to us. So there is a conversation that is happening to make sure that, yes, we are angry, but there is a solution. There's a way that we have to work through this together. We have to get the word out that this will not be tolerated anymore, right? That we're all here to work together. And it's very frustrating when I have to turn on the TV and then I see something else happening and then the phone rings. Miss, why is this happening again? When is it going to stop? Right? I think it's going to stop when we all get together and put a stop to it and start using our voice in the right way.
In the right
So
way,
yeah, and this is why I haven't been doing too much with the kids now, because they're getting laptops from the school. Some of them don't have internet. They're getting all these certain things. So I decided to start in July to do my programs. So we can have those conversations. So they know the right things to do. All they need is guidance. And I'm making sure that I bring in the right people to talk to them, to help them along this way. I can't do this by myself. I don't have all the answers. But if I bring in other people, we can all work together and make sure we get the answers to the kids. We don't want this anger to continue. As me living in this community, I carry a lot of anger because I've been through a lot growing up, right? That's another story. But I was able to control my anger because I have an amazing mother who showed me that, there's better ways of handling certain things. But we're dealing with a different generation of youth right now, and we have to show them the right way. And that is going to be my next mission, to make sure that we show them the right way, let them use their voices, and make sure that they are heard. And I'm going to make sure that's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, also you and your mom, you grew up with your mom in a time when we thought things were getting better. We had the civil rights movement. There were so many laws that were passed of equality, and racism was going to be a thing of the past. And we went into the 80s and 90s thinking that, this is it. We're making progress. We're making progress. And here we are in 2020. And
I think the way I see it is that I kept my mouth shut in a lot of situations. That's what I have done, because I've seen things and I felt like if I opened up my mouth and said something, it could have went another way, the way that I didn't want it to go, but maybe other people might not understand it. It's the way that my mother has taught me to keep my opinions to myself. Maybe it wasn't the right thing at that time, but that is the way she was taught when she came to Canada, right? If she did not do what she did, she wouldn't be where she is today, because people maybe would not understand, right? But and for that, I am grateful she taught me to be who I am, because, even when I was frustrated, she said, if you have a problem, bring it home to me. Tell me. Don't tell, because I don't want you to say something that will wreck your life or your career, right? So I was always grateful for coming home and doing that. But remember, right now we have media here. Everybody has a camera. Everybody's taking pictures of something, and everyone is seeing it at the same time. So we have to find a way to work with these young people to make sure and let them figure out, how can we make this stop? How can we continue on starting today to make it better for all of us?
And you hit on something there. We need to work with these young people to try and figure out how to make it stop.
Yeah.
We keep thinking our leaders are going to come up with a solution. And I'm sorry, they're not.
They're not.
Leadership, there's such a vacuum of leadership everywhere.
Yep.
Because everyone's afraid to act. Everyone's afraid of pissing off some certain segment of society. Instead of doing the right thing, they're trying to get elected again. So where we need solutions to come from is within the communities in which there are the problems. And if people are saying, well, I'm feeling helpless, I want to help. You know how you help? You arm these people these kids, these people who have these lists with the things that just give someone dignity.
Yeah.
That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And they, and there'll be so much more, to come up with a solution will be that much easier if we can at least just give someone dignity.
Yeah. And I don't think we're getting that much from our youth. One of them said, we always seem to be forgotten, miss. Only time when certain things are going to happen, election times, that's when they remember us. And I don't want to be remembered for that. I want to be remembered for more than that. And that's when I said, that is why your voice is going to have to start counting. I have to continue with my job. I am a leader, and I don't think I have fully done everything as a full leader should do, because I had to keep certain comments to myself. Right. And I had to be careful what I say, because I didn't want to put something into these kids' mind that might turn them another way. But at the same time, I have to show them that they need to speak up. They need to express themselves what's going on, because I'm not doing my job properly if I'm not listening to them or I'm not giving them the opportunity. This is why this is very important for me now more than ever as a leader of this organization, to make sure these kids have a voice. So that when a politician or someone comes by and say, hey, I need to talk to you. I know what you're talking about and what you want, but I want to tell you what I want. I want to tell you what's going on in my community. What are you going to do to make a difference for my youth in the community? Mm-hmm. They need to start listening to the youth. And that's what's not happening right now. And that is going to be one of my jobs, to make sure that they are going to be heard. And not saying, let's take a picture with them because I'm with the kids of Etobicoke. No, we've got to do more than that.
And it's funny because we were saying, okay, what can people do to offer mentorship? Mm-hmm. And someone said, I'm a poet.
I love it.
And you know what? I hope that I can't remember who that was. Was that Michelle?
I know, but I'm waiting for her to email me.
Yes. Email Marcia, and you get those kids to write some prose about their community, about their feelings, about their thoughts. Get the story out there. When stories are told, things happen.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. All right.
And then make sure the right people will get it so they can hear what they have to say. That's the good part.
All right. Marcia, I can't believe it. Man, we talked for almost an hour here.
Oh my goodness, we did.
Oh, geez. Okay. Okay, so we are going to get together. We are going to get together again in a few days with another portion of our plan, which is unfolding before everyone's eyes, of helping this corner of the world. There are the addresses on the screen. Email marcia.brown@trust15.com with your thoughts, your suggestions, how you can help, whether it's volunteering, whether it's donating, whether it's asking what you can do, or whether it's just offering mentorship, that you're willing to talk to some children about what you do for a living. Mm-hmm. And please don't shortchange yourself what you do for a living, okay? Every part of society is important. You don't know. I used to get mad because career days always used to, never ever, I should say, included stay-at-home moms. And stay-at-home moms is, for some people it can be a choice, and for us it was a choice, luckily, and it was better for our kids at the time. However, it's not looked at as the value that it can provide, because you don't want to insinuate that a woman is a failure, or for that sake, a man is a failure who decides to stay home with their kids. And I always think that if someone could really do a career day on what it's like to be an effective parent, a stay-at-home parent. Yes. Nothing wrong with that. But anything you can offer. All right, Marcia,
we all have a story, and let's share it with everyone.
All right, we'll talk in a few days.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin.
Bye, Marcia. Yeah, my apologies. I tend to do this. I tend to think of these ideas live. And so, do you want me to take this out? No, leave that in? Okay. I tend to think of these things, but I don't want to think about them for a couple of weeks. I want to do this now. I want to help this corner of our world now. And if it means just putting out some shopping lists, okay, so this is the one that I took, and it's relatively simple. A fan, just a nice stand-up fan. They don't have air conditioning. This one family. Some toiletries, disinfectant cleaning supplies, outdoor toys. So keep them active for 10 and 12-year-old children, to keep them active while at home. That, for me, very simple. Okay, for this person, life-changing in some cases. I encourage you, please, to get in touch with Marcia. I encourage you to offer what you can. Thank you to all of you who did donate. I'm so proud of you. We raised more than $1,000 last Wednesday, just by donating $15 here, $15. I know quite a few gave more than that, $15. Oh, hi Kevin. I'm the one who's a poet. Okay, Deborah, for sure. I want you to get in touch with Marcia. I really, really do. I want you to get in touch with Marcia. So we're going to look into how we can streamline this, because I know you want to help, but sometimes just saying, "Oh, we need shoes. Anybody get some shoes for a kid?" Sometimes that can be more difficult, right? So let's just find a way to streamline it and make it easy for you to help. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other people that need help out there. It's a lot, and I would love to be able to help every single person, but we have to do what's realistic. So right now, let's start with this corner of the world. And you know what happens? We help this corner of the world. And this corner of the world, all of a sudden, does a little bit better. Well, then they start helping their own community. Well, once that community is excelling, well, they can help another community. And so on, and so on, and so on. Could you imagine not having deodorant? Or that deodorant is a big deal to buy? You wouldn't go out. You'd be very self-conscious when you went out. It could mean the difference in you pursuing a job or not. Your self-dignity and self-respect go a long, long way. And if a stick of deodorant can change that, yeah. I mean, I'd love to get some of these TVs and Xboxes. Who knows? Maybe there is something that can be done a little bit. But you want to change the world, folks. Do you want to? Do you want to find solutions rather than problems? Well, we know what we have to do. We know everything that we have heard in the last few weeks, and it's been awkward, and it's been a punch in the gut in some cases. Okay, time to stand up, brush ourselves off, and start making a difference. So we've seen what we have to do to try and head off any racism in the future. Giving dignity and respect to a community that has been marginalized isn't a handout, it's a hand up. It's just giving them, in some cases, the same chances that someone in a leafier neighborhood gets. I know I'm preaching. I look at the world through rose-colored glasses so many times, but I know we can make a difference together. I know that individuals coming together can make a huge difference. And we don't need to be led by a politician in this case. There are some great politicians who do things, but their hands are tied. Their hands are tied by the voters. Their hands are tied by re-election. That's part of the systemic problems. When you hear about systemic racism, that's part of the systemic problems. It's built into the system that answering to special interest groups is at times very, very important to a politician. So let's see what we can do together, okay? We're stronger together, right? We are stronger together. We've gotten through, what was this, 86 days, Parker? 86. We've gone through 86 days together, folks. Let's show what our family can do, okay? So, take care of yourself. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's take care of each other, shall we?
COVID-19, why you do this to me? I really don't like being stuck in quarantine. I have no toilet paper, I don't even